Hey guys, it is Tanya, and today we are back with, this week we are working in May I Create What Feels Like Me, right? And this is the second video in this week, and we're going to be finishing up just the outer pages, meaning these right here and this, okay? So what I did was I glued it down already, guys. I should have put something right here to secure it, like a clamp, but I didn't. I glued it down using score tape and Fabri-Tac. I was going to put something, in the last video I told you guys I was going to put something on top, but I changed my mind. I will link the last video and the playlist up here so you guys can follow along to make this, okay? I just kind of want to get done, so I don't want to add more things to it, right? Okay, so anyway, we're going to be working on this side today, and I believe we're going to finish this, okay? Yeah, we're going to finish it. So I have my prototype, so you guys can see. This is, I made just a little cover out of paper for it, okay? So this is this panel right here. Right here, right? And then we're going to do this one. So we're going to use the ring binding system. You guys know that I use this all the time in my journals. I love doing it. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and then it's going to flip over like that, and then you're going to just have a pocket. So this side is more of a storage side. I didn't put anything right here, but I guess we could just put a pocket right there. Okay. This is more just like a storage side. I like to do the flips and the flaps where you can put your pictures, and then I like to do a side where you have pockets and envelopes and things like that where you can put your ephemera, okay? So it's just a little pocket, little pocket. They have small gussets in there. This is a pocket right here, right? This is a gusseted envelope right here. Then this will be another pocket on this side. And then this is a big gusseted envelope back here, okay? So that is what we're gonna do. So let's get started. I've already prepped some things so we won't be so long in the video. Just the basic things I'm gonna show you guys what I got so far. Okay, so first we have the base page, right? And my base page measures 7 1/4 to 4 3/8. So this is what everything I'm going to build on this page, okay? So that's that. Then I have, of course, we have our spine, our spine system right here. We have two of those. So we have this one, and then we have this one. Don't look at this, guys. I messed up, okay? But we will not be messing up when we assemble it, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to get a piece of paper, right? And I'm going to show you how to do it with this one. You're going to get a piece of paper, and you're going to cut oh guys, I thought I wrote the measurements down. I think this is 2 3/8. Yes, you're going to cut this 2 3/8, and then you're going to cut another one 2 3/4. Okay, so you're going to need two pieces. You're going to need one a little bit smaller and one a little bit bigger. Okay, all right. So with that, I'm going to show you what I did with this one so you guys can see it. Guys, I already kind of measured. You guys know that I have to measure before I score, because this scoreboard doesn't have the measurements on there for you. So I'm going to use my, so I'm going to take this, hold on, let's move this out the way. Okay. So I'm going to take this, and you know what, let's move this out the way as well. Okay. Okay. So we're going to take this piece that we have. This is the 2 3/4, since I already scored the smaller one. We take this and we're going to score it a 1/2 inch away from the back. So a 1/2 inch away from here, right? So I'm going to mark my mark, right? Then I'm going to take it. This is the big part, right? So then I'm going to take it, and I am going to score at 3/8 of an inch on this side, like this. Right, so I'm gonna mark that at 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'm gonna take my scoreboard. Okay, guys. So anyway, so we had the score mark where we did the 3/4, right? So we were supposed to take it and fold it like this. Then once we folded it, back on itself, because we scored it right here, fold it back on itself like this. Then you take it and you make that big strong score right where it's folded, just like that. Just like that. So this is a big old one, just like that. So you have that. And then you score everything else, okay? Sheesh. All right. So now when we have that, what we're going to do is, and I think what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to glue it. You can use score tape for this part. But I think what I'm going to do is add all my pieces before we attach everything to the actual journal, okay? That's the easiest way. Just in case you mess up, you know, give yourself some space to mess up. Okay, guys, so now what we're going to do, this is a smaller one, right? I'm going to glue it to my base page, right? And I know I have markings on my base page. I'm going to erase those, or not erase, you just won't see them because I'm going to cover it up. Okay, so we're going to do it just like this. This is the smaller spine over on this side, okay? The smaller panel, right? Okay, that's that, right? Now we're going to do this one, and this is the bigger one. We're going to glue, and we're gluing at the 1/2 mark that we made, okay? This is where we're attaching it to our base page. I didn't tell you guys that, I'm sorry. So it's going to go like this. Just like that, all right? Just like that. Okay. Then we're going to get our eyelets. Now, in my prototype, I used 2, and I think I'm going to use 2. Normally, when I'm making a bigger one, I use 3, but you can use how many ever eyelets you want to. You can also do this with string, you know. So it's not a, you guys, in my prototypes, I usually use 3 eyelets, but we're just going to use 2 eyelets, okay? So let me just make sure it's secure. You know, and it looks neat, y'all. Okay, yeah. All right, and we're going to punch in our holes. Normally, I do 3. But we're just going to do 2 for this one, okay? So I'm taking my crocodile. I don't want to go past this line, and I don't want to go past this line. So I want to go somewhere in the middle, right? So I am just eyeballing it for real. All right, perfect. But I am going to measure how far from this inch we did that. We did that about at the maybe like 1/2. Okay. So I'll put it right here. So this is where the other hole is supposed to go. Okay. Punch that right there. I had to get a new crocodile, guys. My crocodile was sticking so bad. The pieces in here wouldn't go down anymore. And I'm pretty sure you can disassemble it and fix it and all that. But y'all, I ain't got time for that. So I just got a new one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since this is like this, and that's right, no, Tanya, don't do it like that. Well, yeah, I can, so I can make it kind of even. So we're going to do it like this. I'm just going to put that in the middle and make that sure that is kind of in the middle, and make sure that is yes, and yes, and make sure this is lined up to this. Right there. All right, and then we're going to punch other holes, right? Okay, and let's punch the other one, and then we're going to put our eyelets in, right? And that is going to be it. So I'm going to attach my eyelets. You guys know how to do that already. Guys, what I wanted to tell you too, normally in this part, I put a piece of Tyvek, especially when I'm doing a bigger book or when I'm doing a book to sell. Since this is going to be just a book that I have that we're just making, I just did cardstock, but normally I put a piece of Tyvek in between so it could be stronger, or I line it with masking tape, okay? Or you could do bookbinder's tape if you want to, but just to make it a little bit stronger. Or you can do fabric. Usually I do fabric as well. So you can do fabric as well. Okay. Okay, guys. So you want to make sure you are, you want to make sure once you have your eyelets in, you want to put it up in your book. I do that just to make sure I got it right, right? Just to make sure I got it right and nothing's going to be hanging off and looking crazy, okay? Because sometimes, you know, it happens. So this is the piece for the large envelope, right? And I think I might have to cut this down a little bit, y'all. So just a minute, bear with me. I want to make sure I got everything right. Oh no, it's right. It's right. Okay. So this measures, I think is 3 1/8 by 7 3/8. Let me make sure. I might have measured that wrong. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put this over, move that over like that. I'm going to take this and I am going to just lay it flat like this. Make sure it's not coming over that edge like that. You guys, maybe I should cut this down just a little bit. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. I'm going to take about 1/8 of an inch off. Okay, so, but I'm going to measure my eyelets. So I'm going to just eyeball it, all right? And I'm going to put eyelets in this side too. But I'm going to take about 1/4 of an inch off, right? On this one. So I'm just going to mark that. Like right there, that's what I want to cut it. Okay, and then this one is the one that's going to go on top. And I think this one is going to be okay. Yes. So this one, wait, let me see. We're going to take about 1/4 of an inch off of this one as well. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's erase this. Okay. And then we're just going to add our marks. So this one measures, well, since I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch off, it did measure 2 3/4 by 7 3/8. But I'm going to take a little bit off, and I'll tell you exactly the measurements I have once I take a little bit off. Okay guys, so I ended up making this 2 3/4 by 7 and I didn't cut the length off, 7 3/8, and then I cut this one down to, this is the smaller one, to 2 1/2. Okay, all right, so this is going to go right here. Now guys, I am not too good with this, but sometimes it's harder for me to connect these things, but and I have to wiggle, but it's okay. These jump rings, I think I got these from Amazon, and y'all, they are, oh, maybe 3/8 of an inch wide, right? So I have these. I have the jumbo jump rings. The jumbo jump rings I use all the time, especially when I'm doing a journal. These things right here are super thick. So you just connect it like this. Easy, y'all. I'm saying it's easy. Hopefully we don't, you know, run into trouble. So I just usually just put it right here and put my other piece in if it goes in. Come on. There we go. And then we just snap it like that together. Just like that. All right. Let's close that a little bit more. And y'all, with these, you have to use super strength. Right? So I'm trying to close it more for you all to see so it won't mess up, but it shouldn't come out. Okay. There you go. just like that. So I'm going to attach all of these already, right? I'm going to attach these, and I'm going to show you what we're going to put on it. As we have our pages attached, they're going to look a little wonky for right now, but it'll be okay. You know, there you go. So now we're at the back. So on the back, I have an accordion fold gusseted pocket, right? And so what I did was I cut it down to 6 3/8 by 4 1/2, and then I scored every 3/8. So I did 1 score, 2 score, 3 score, 4 score, and then all I did was folded it like this. So this is how it is, just like that, right? Okay, and then I just cut a piece of scratch paper, and we have our envelope top, right? So we're just gonna do this like this. And guys, I didn't think if I wanted to put a closure on here, but I think we'll be okay. We don't really need a closure. It'll close on itself. So I'm just gonna glue this down, right? Just gonna make sure it's folded a little bit because this cardstock is really thick, right? Okay, I have a little piece, and the little piece right here is gonna go right here, right? This measures 4 1/4 by 3 5/8. This is just a little piece, a little scratch piece. That's all it is. And I'm gonna show you what I need it for. To me, this is the easiest way to do it, but you don't have to do it this way. You could just make a regular accordion pocket. You know, you don't have to do it this way. All right, so just gonna do it like this, and I just made score marks in there. Nothing too strenuous. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna glue this piece down in the inside of this, right? And whatever your pocket is, you make this just the smallest. You make it, hold on. Whatever your pocket size, whatever size you make your pocket, you make this piece the size of this middle part right here. Not the sides of your accordions, just the sides of the middle pieces, right? Do it like this. Glue, glue, glue. All right, then we're going to take this piece like this. Make sure that's glued down. Take this piece, and we are going to fold it over just like that. We are going to bring some glue right here. Okay, get those strings out of the way, and we're just going to glue it up like that. All right, that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, you don't have to do it this way. Like I said, you don't have to do it this way. Okay, bring this down some. Yuck. All right, y'all, let me clean this up a little bit because that's really gunky. All right, okay guys, so now what we're going to do is just glue it down like this, right, and glue this part. Make sure you got glue on it, like this, that, and then you have that little, see how it has that little pocket thing in there? Just take this and you're just going to glue it down. Easy peasy. Make sure it's right. Yeah, just like that. Okay, and hold it for a little while. You know, because the cardstock is kind of thick. All right, so that's that. That's the back part, and we're done with that. All we have to do is put our mats on, whatever we're gonna cover it with. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. All right. So that part is that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the envelope for this. Okay, guys, got everything in there, right? So let's start with this. So with this one, we're going to make an envelope, and let's see. this is right here, right? So it's going to go like this. And this measures, oh, I have the measurement somewhere, guys. 2 1/2 inch across, and this is 7 1/4, okay? So this will go here. I'm not going to put it in there yet. I want to cover it first, okay? But I'm just going to show you guys. And this piece right here, it measures 3 3/4 in the same 7th and, I think it's 7 1/4. Yeah, 7 1/4 down, right? So it's going to go like this to make the envelope, right? I just scored it right here. And then I put a little score mark right here at 1 inch. And then I put maybe a couple little score marks right there to make it fold easier, right? And then I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to add some, maybe like a little hinge so it can be, so you can have it slip in easier, right? So that is that. That goes right here. Then on this back one, we have the same measurement, and we just have a pocket. Really easy. Then on this one, which is the smaller one, we have a pocket on this side, and this pocket measures 2 1/8 by 7 1/4. Notice, guys, that I am not putting all my stuff up to the edge like this. So we got room to move, you know, so it won't get caught on there, okay? So that is that. And then we have some little baby pocket envelope thingies right here. So that's going to go right here. And these are, and I might have to end up cutting these down. These are 2 1/4 by 3 1/2, right? And I just took a little scratch piece of paper. I folded it up so that it would be an envelope when I fold it, just like that, right? So that's going to go here. You can make these pockets as well. I'm going to cut this one down. I already know it. So this wouldn't be cut down, but it's going to go like right here, right? I'll cut it down, and this is going to go right here. So that is how it's going to be. I am going to pick out my papers. I'm going to decorate the one that we already assembled. I'm going to decorate that off camera. Oh, guys, when I'm saying decorate, all I mean is putting matting. That's all I'm doing, matting, okay? And so I'm going to mat these. I'm going to sew, and then we're going to just assemble everything together, and we'll be done. Okay, guys, this is the last bit of this. So all I'm doing is gluing on the elements that I told you I was going to glue on. What I was thinking, if I was thinking before when I made this, I would have made the brown panels actually paper, like something like a decorative paper or something like that, so I wouldn't have so much brown. But the brown doesn't bother me, but you know, like, because if you use the white piece or something like that, you might not want that. So I would have did that different if I was thinking, but I wasn't thinking. So this is what I glued down for the back part already, and then I just added this little piece as a tuck spot so that it can hold this down. So I can put something in here and it kind of holds it in place, right? Something heavier than that, right? So that's going to go like that. And then we have this piece, and guys, I always just kind of put a little strip there so it doesn't oh, I'm looking for it. I'm sorry, guys. I always put a little strip here so that you don't see the background. So this is the blackout paper one. And we're going to put this right here. And notice that I am not putting it over the eyelet, right? I'm just putting it right there at the edge. Okay? And we are going to glue this. Guys, I'm so sorry. My hands are a little dirty. That's okay. Oh. All right. That's that. Okay, there you go. Right, then I covered this one. I should have did that better because I did cover that up a little bit, but it'd be all right. Then we have our pockets. And I did cut it, I did end up cutting one down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this back on here. And I'm just going to put, and I didn't cover the inside. I'm just going to put like flaps. I'm not going to put gusset, accordion gusset. I'm just going to put like a little flap edge so that it can slide in there a little bit better. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with one. I'm going to end up doing the other one off camera. So these are what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to end up putting it like this. I'm going to cut it down because I think that is too long. Oh, yeah, it is too long. So I'm going to put those on both sides. I am going to, I didn't cover this again. Guys, these are scrap pieces. I don't even know what I measured them. I just took scraps and put a hinge on there, like a flap on there. Okay, and there you go. Just gonna do this one. I should have cut it before, but it'll be all right. I'll cut it after I glue it. And then we're gonna do this one. And then I'm going to do the other one, and we're going to glue it on, y'all. So we glued this one down right here, right? And now we're going to glue this one down, okay? Now, you could glue this down as a side tuck if you wanted to. And then you have something sticking out over there. I mean, if that is what you want to do, you can do that. You can make these not, you don't have to put the tops on there, and you can just make them plain pockets, right? You don't have to put the top on there. Let me see what else. Yeah. You could totally make this into a belly band type of situation. You can even add these and add the paper clips behind it and just stick it up like that. Totally do that. Okay, guys. So after I was going to put it in the book, and I didn't, so it was going to go like, hold on, let me show you. It was going to go like this, but the brown was just so much. So what I did was I cut it from the back. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the blackout paper. Okay, guys, right? So I put some glue right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this, I cut this to this piece right here, right? And so I'm going to do it like this. And on this side, you'll still see the brown. Or, you know what, if you don't want to see the brown, you can always, guys, I'm not cutting this straight. Hold on. I'm just going to make a line so I can cut it straight. Like that. That's not what I feel like getting my, that's not cut straight, but the other part is. Okay. There we go. I know, y'all, we were almost done, but when I don't like something, I mean, it's best to change it right then, right? It is best to change it right then. So that is that, and we still have, we can go back and do our scores and all that. Take your sander and just sand it a little bit like this, right? Now, this is the part that's going to be totally up to you, right? If you want to do this part, you totally can. You can cover it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, so this is going to go on this side like this, right? And I think that looks so much better. What do you all think? Okay, guys, so this is what we have, right? Just like this, just like that. And don't, and remember, you can stamp on this, you can cover this, so we will cover this. It will be covered. I will probably do some more stamping on here. I just have to find my stamps. And, well, the stamps that I want to use, right? And then I will put some boo-boo tape on there, stuff like that. So we're going to do that. But for the most part, we are done. This is what it looks like. I'm excited about it. Kind of took a little while to get here, but it's done, right? And this is what it's going to look like closed, right? like this. And we're going to have the journal in the inside. So I hope you guys come back and join me on Saturday for the bonus video of decorating everything. And I hope you guys check out the playlist right here. And I will talk to you guys later. God bless. Bye.